So very nice to see you all. Good way to start the week. So please bring your palms together. Relax in your belly. And place the thumbs together in the middle of your chest, and you press there, you feel the sternum. And the other finger, you keep them together and separated from the thumb. And feel a little bit of pressure between your two hands. Inhale to begin. Jugadguru Namah, Satguru Namah, Sri Gurudev Namah. Hadguru Namah, Jugadguru Namah, Satguru Namah, Sri Gurudev Namah. Hadguru Namah, Jugadguru Namah, Satguru Namah, Sri Gurudev Namah. Inhale deep and press the hands together and hold the breath very peacefully. And exhale and relax, please. One minute, please. Okay, please bring your hands in Gyan Mudra and put them on your knees and close your eyes. And connect to your breath. And start inhaling in 15 little strokes. They have to be little because you have to do 15, so it's a lot. So you can count them. Inhale in 15. And then exhale also in 15. And try your best to reach that number. It could be that you do not manage, never mind, just try. Inhale very deep. And exhale. And relax shortly your breath. Just breathe a few times in and out normally at the pace that you like. So now we are going to do the same that we just did, just for a couple of minutes. So 15 stroke inhale and 15 exhale. But we connect it to the mantra Satanama. And we inhale thinking, mentally thinking 15 times sa, 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 sa. And then with the inhale, you think ta, 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 ta. And then na, and then ma. Okay? So 15 times sa, 15 times na, 15 times na, 15 times ma. And it will be a challenge to count and normally you should see the words. You should count mentally and see the words because you won't be able otherwise to keep both. So see the sa, for example, in front of you and count until 15, then the ta, then the na, and then the ma. Good. So again, your hands on Gya Mudra on the knees. And you start when you want. Inhale very deep wherever you are in the cycle. And exhale and relax your breath. So it might not be easy. This is a practice that is actually an advanced practice. It's normal if you come out of breath, if you feel out of breath. But it's a very good practice to still the mind and to open the diaphragm, to try to have some control over our diaphragm. Now, before we start with the Kriya, so this meditation, please, you can do it for 3 minutes, and then if you want, you can add up some minutes, but do not do it more than 3 minutes for the first time. Well, today we did it 1 minute and then 2 minutes, so you can already start with 4 if you want next time, but do not exaggerate because you might get very dizzy, and so especially if you are alone, be careful. So check how you feel, and then otherwise you continue. You can do it up to 31 minutes when you manage to do it, and it will completely remove even every thought that you have in your mind. So it's very good for agitation, or when we have anxiety, or when we are really bothered by circulating thoughts that come keeping up. They are always the same and they keep on coming. The diaphragm, and today I wanted really to start with that because it's very connected with emotions and emotional balance. And what I see not only around me but also in myself at the moment, it's quite difficult to keep our neutrality in a lot of opportunity. And I heard from many even think that before they would manage at this moment in time, it is difficult, and they became more reactive. So the diaphragm is, many of you knows, I'm sure, maybe everybody, but I just repeat to be on the safe side, is a muscle that it's like a tent and is separating our chest from our abdomen. So it's useful in respiration when it's in this position, and then it open up. This is actually when it contracts in order to let the inhale come in the lungs mechanically, and then it goes up again, and it's we exhale the air, and this at the same moment will massage our abdomen. And a big effect on the diaphragm is also on the area that is just underneath, and is the solar plexus. The solar plexus is a bunch, it's like a ball of nerves that control a lot of functions. And our emotions sit between our guts and our heart and our lungs, I would say, yeah? So what we input in life is what we have to transform in order to make it become energy in order to live. So this is either the breath or the food. There are other forms of taking in energy, of course, like even love or good thoughts or even the touch. But now we limit at these two because we are speaking of this part of the body. So it's the digestive system and is the breath. So whatever comes in terms of air or in our abdomen is perceived by the body as something that it has to work on in order to create energy, therefore life. And this is when, so it's a yes to life. And whenever we are in a protective mode, we contract, and sometimes we don't even eat if we are too much stress, or we eat too much. This is also possible in order to numb what we feel. But the breath is something really connected to what I want to take in now. So when we relax, we would take a big breath. If we are in front of a beautiful sight, a beautiful panorama, we will have the tendency to inhale a lot. But when we don't want to take the reality now, we will stop the breath. So the easiest thing to stop the breath is to stop the diaphragm from going up and down, right? So we will block it. So anytime that we have an emotion, something negative, a negative thoughts, is going to block the diaphragm. And a blocked diaphragm will react, I would say unconsciously, whenever we do not expect it. So emotion will be out of control. Undigested emotion will come in the moment that we don't want them, and will become more and more reactive, just because we were not able to take in this breath that is a yes to life. Yeah, so we are on a protective mode. On the long run, it's not such a healthy habit, because this is what stress does. Keeping on the protective mode, it consumes a lot of our prana and our energy in order to keep working parts of ourselves that are protecting us, and not giving any energy to those parts that say yes to life. So the more, paradoxically, the more we try to live in a comfort zone, the more we get depressed, because living in a comfort zone means to stop living, basically, because life is a continuous risk. Every breath is a continuous risk. I don't know what will come in my lungs. I don't know how I will react to this kind of nourishment. Yeah? So I thought it's a good way to start the week. By the way, just for you to know, I was curious today, and because say, yeah, Monday, the day of the moon, and I said, it's in many languages, so it's definitely like this in Italian. It's also partly also in English, but I think it's like this also in French. So why Monday is the day of the moon? Moon has a cycle that is not 7 days. So I said, why? And so I looked it up, and I found out, maybe you know better, but I didn't know anything about that. I found out that it comes from the Babylonians, so it's very, very old practice. And then it was inherited by the Romans. They believed that in the week, every day was in turn controlled by a planet. The first hour, just the first hour, so giving an imprint to the whole day on the quality of that planet. So Monday was the day of the moon. Why they start with the moon, this I couldn't read on Google, so I don't know. But I figured out that even if it's not something that maybe we can find in the moon cycle and the constellation, after thousands of years that with the Roman calendar, with the Babylonian calendar, we have these 7 days and they start with moon, moon, moon. Maybe we have some influence on the moon. And that's why I thought also it might be a good day to speak about the emotion, and also as a start of the week to get some kind of stability. What do we want to do with this week? Be on a protective mode or say yes to life? And how much are we ready to open up in order to take the risk to do that? Very good. So are you ready to start? Yes? I see some heads, I see some hands. Good. So you will lay down, please. And while you lay down, I tell you, there is a lot of breath of fire in this Kriya, some breath of fire. So in case you're new or you don't know very well how to do it, don't worry. Just try to breathe rapidly in and out, inhaling a little bit in and a little bit out, the same. And then write to me. I will send you a very good link to learn Breath of Fire online. That's the best things that you can do today. If this creates you a problem, just breathe long and deep. It's also okay. So you lay down, but I see that very optimistically some of you cover themselves, but I'm sorry. You have to stretch upper leg 90 degrees. So it will be the left leg, please. So stretch up in the air the left leg and trying to keep the knee stretched and to bend the foot. So the ankle is bent. And there you keep the leg there and you do Breath of Fire. Keep the foot, just the leg, left leg. The other one remain on the floor. Left leg up with the ankle flexed and the knee tense if you can. Breath of Fire if you can. Doesn't matter if your breath of fire is strong or not, but concentrate on losing up the diaphragm. Concentrate on this area of your body. And if you observe that there are tensions, just do not try to change anything. Just try only to do the exercise in the most relaxed way possible. And trust that this tension will go away during the Kriya. Try to breathe more with your abdomen than with your nose. Yeah, really let this breath of fire sink down in your abdomen. Very good. Please take a deep inhale. And exhale and switch legs. And do the same with the right one. And try to keep that ankle flexed. A little bit longer, 40 seconds. Inhale very deep and hold the breath and press mul band. And relax. Please relax the leg. And bring both legs to your chest and roll and come up. And you will come on in cow pose. So on your hands and or on your knees. And in this position, you will arch your, so bring your kidney down and arch your spine and look up. So in the cow pose, we just remain in that pose. We don't do alternate cat cow, just in this position. And you will leave the eyes open and you look up the ceiling and do breath of fire. And keep the eyes as high as possible. Don't worry if you cannot see the ceiling, just keep them as high as possible. So it's the head and the eyes. just rolled up. Very good. The stomach is down, and you might eventually feel that stretch on that area, the lower part of the chest. Thirty seconds, almost there. Inhale deep, and with the exhale you immediately go in the cat position, so you arch the other way and stay in this position, and you will inhale and then exhale and hold the breath out while pumping your stomach as long as you can. And when you can't anymore, you inhale, staying in this position, and do the same. So you always pump the stomach as long as you can hold the breath. And the faster and the longer you manage to pump each time, the better it is. Of course, you are losing up that area. And keep the cat position, so really with a curved spine. Very good. This helps a lot the elimination and works a lot on the solar plexus and on the bunch of nerves that are there. 20 seconds, you do the last one. Then please inhale very deep. Exhale and come sitting on your heels. And close the eyes and keep the eyes closed and just feel a little bit, set your energy. And then extend your body forward and stretch with the arms in front of you, just to stretch the body forward. Just on the floor. Just you go on the floor, sit on the heels, go forward on the floor. Yes, and stretch your back. And stretch the arms forward as much as you can, feeling the stretch in your diaphragm. Keep on stretching, keep on walking the floor with your hands in order to flatten your spine even more. Very good. Now please, from this position, you lay down on the stomach. You bring your hands under your shoulders and you raise yourself up in cobra, really stretching from the stomach skin. Stretch up from the stomach skin, gradually up. And your elbows do not need to be extended, but yeah, if you manage, you can do it, but it's not the priority at all. And start breath of fire. Open the eyes again and look at the ceiling the way you did before. And start breath of fire. And keep on elongating your body. It's not so much trying to go up as much as you can, but really stretching it up. First, you extend the length and then the height. Very good. A little bit longer. Inhale deep. Hold the breath and turn your head to the left, trying to look backwards to your feet. Don't worry if you don't see them, just the direction. Come back in the middle, exhale. Inhale. look right. Exhale, inhale in the middle, and stay there in the middle for the last breath in this position. Extend your chest and relax down. And come up out of the position, come sitting. You leave the right leg extended in front of you, and the left foot you will put on the thigh of the leg. So the right leg is extended and the left foot is on the thighs. On the thigh, yes, very good. Then you stretch first up and you try to come forward, and if you manage you can grab with both hands your foot. If not, you just grab what you can off your leg, is okay. Keep the chin in so that here you have a straight spine, including all the vertebra that goes into your head. And then you start breath of fire in this position. Very good. And keep on pushing forward with your kidney, with your lower back. This will open up the area, this area again, the abdomen, solar plexus and diaphragm. Inhale deep and press more bun. Squeeze, squeeze anus, genital, navel, squeeze and send the energy through your spine until the head. And please change to the other side. So the other side we'll do for a limited time. So please do a strong breath of fire. Is also the last. Same position, and stretch really your abdomen by bringing the kidney in. Inhale, mulband, squeeze, send up, and relax. Okay, we're going to lay down on the back. Make sure you have enough space behind you. We are going to roll up and bring the legs in the plow pose behind our head, straight, touching the floor if possible. And then you come back laying down in this position. So it's a continuous movement. You go back and you come again. Yes, exactly. Very good. Take the time to stretch. When you exhale, you move the legs back, and then inhale, you come again laying down. Very good. Keep it. This is a very good exercise. So do your last one, and then immediately come with the hands under your buttocks, raise the feet and the head, and do breath of fire. It's a very short exercise, it's about 1 minute. You have to do immediately after the other one. Hand under the buttocks, just a little bit the head and the feet, you raise them. You stay laying down just like this, breath of fire. It's like the stretch pose, only the hands are under your buttocks. Not too high. Try to keep the legs as close to the floor as possible. Very good. Keep it just not even 30 seconds. Okay, inhale deep. And come down, relax. So roll on your spine, please. And you come sitting on your heels in rock pose. With the hands on your thighs. And you do camel rise. Inhale forward, exhale backward. Make sure that the movement starts in your lower back and that your head does not move. And don't roll forward. It's just a little movement of here, of the hips zone. So your neck doesn't move, your head doesn't roll, your shoulder do not close. You shouldn't move your shoulders. They shouldn't go up and down. They should just remain there. It's like if you were riding a horse. The more you move in the upper area, the more you are destabilized. Yeah? So you are just moving the lower area in order to cope with this pace, yeah? To gallop with it. So accelerate please a little bit with two main instructions, then at the end you tense. So let it go. Let it go and accelerate. Imagine that your horse is really fast now. Very good. Keep up, keep up. You inhale forward, you exhale back, so very good. Inhale deep, deep. And move band. Contract. Contract and send up. Send the energy up. And relax. Come into the bear grip. So the left hand is forward, looking forward. And with the right, you grab the finger. Yeah? You interlace the finger in this, like hook them. Yeah? And you will turn left and right. Left inhale, right exhale. And keep on pulling on that mudra, on the hands. Keep pulling. And I showed them to you too high. Actually, if you want to work on the diaphragm, you have to put them a little bit more down. Very good. Yes. in the middle. Inhale and stretch your body, keeping the position, and press Mulban. And exhale. You interlace the wrist and the finger. So first you cross the wrist and then the finger, yeah? And then you bring the hands 60 degrees, and with the exhale you bring them down, not touching the floor. And with the inhale up, but also not further than 60 degrees. So it's like a hammer. Very good. And keep doing this, please. And when you go up, feel that extension, that opening of the diaphragm. Breathe very powerfully. There's no need to go very fast if you can. Just find the pace where you open up your body. And for the last 30 seconds, really become fast. Inhale. And exhale, relax. And slowly turn your head in circles and go backward as far as is comfortable. And connect that to the breath. Each round, it's a breath in and out. You inhale going backward, you exhale coming back forward. And please reverse the direction and circle on the other side. Inhale in the middle. And exhale. And come again in the position of the cat-cow on all four. And this time you do the cat-cow. So you inhale, head up, arch your back. Exhale, curve your back, head down. And the movement is led by the lower spine, not by the head. The head just follows. Very good. And see for yourself, find a rhythm that it's good for your breath. With time you might want to accelerate to really loosen up the hips and loosen up the abdomen area. Just see for yourself if something has changed or which tension do you have that you can still let go through this movement. Last 30 seconds, accelerate, do it as fast as you can, not involving too much the head, but just really the lower back. Very good. Inhale a straight line and press mul band and send the energy to your third eye. Feel it when you press mul band. And relax and come sitting on the heels. So we interlace the finger except the index. We will do the Sat Kriya. So stretch up. And if possible, you keep the arms along the ears. We will, I think all of you know the Sat Kriya, but just shortly, we will say Sat and draw the navel in and up the spine. It's like an L. Sat. And then with Nam, we relax it. And Nam is quite short. Yeah? So maybe I will give the rhythm. There is online not an ideal way because I don't hear you, so I don't know. So I will give you a rhythm. If it irritates you not to follow yours, observe the irritation. Something we have to observe. If I don't help you, you might observe the frustration of not being helped. So just let's observe something. Good. Come into the position, please. And don't worry for the breathing, it will come by itself. So we inhale and start. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Sat 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 Sat Nam. 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 Sat Sat Nam. 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 Inhale deep. Inhale, inhale very deep, and roll the eyes and press with the tongue your palate. Press mulban also and squeeze. Send all the energy up. Stay in this position. Please exhale. Inhale again and do the same. Roll the eyes, mulban, squeeze, send up. And stay in the position, exhale. And this time we inhale, inhale, inhale. And then exhale completely and keep the air out and do the same. Close also your chin. Close your abdomen, your diaphragm. Send up, squeeze everything up. And exhale and relax. So you can relax also a little bit your legs and shake them or stretch the body. This set the meditation come within the Kriya, so we will do the relaxation afterwards. So move a little bit your body and then we'll come again sitting with the spine straight. Good. So please come sitting up. We will do, it's a meditation for emotional balance, since the whole Kriya is about that, about opening the diaphragm and opening ourselves to more stability, openness, but stability. So it's for emotional balance. And it's with the Satanama, but a very special way of chanting it. We will chant Sa 4 times. Sa, 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 sa. And then Ta, 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 ta. And then Na, 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 na. And then Ma, it's only 3 times, is na, ma, ma, ma. Okay? I will chant with you a little while, and then I will stop because you have to hear your own voice. So for a couple of minutes, 3 minutes, that you really understand how I will chant with you, and then I will tell you to continue on your own and listen to your own voice. And pay attention also to the movement of the letter in your mouth. So see where it always struck, where your tongue always struck, with no mental judgment, just feel it, perceive it. Yeah? So the position, the right is on the left, like this. So the whole right arms and hand and finger are resting on your emotions. Yeah, your whole mental being is resting on your emotion. So you come please in this position, and you leave the eyes 1/10 open and look down at the tip of the nose. Very good. And from this position we start chanting. Inhale deep. Sa, 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 sa. Ta, 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 ta. Na, 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 na. Ma, ma, ma. Sorry, I have to interrupt you a second. Not everybody is in the right position. It's not like this, it's not like this, it's like this. So your finger have to touch the elbow, rest on the elbow. And this finger are under the right elbow. Yeah? Very good. Okay. Inhale deep. Sa, 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 sa. Ta, 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 ta. Na, 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 na. Ma, ma, ma. Sa, 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 sa. Ta, 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 ta. Na, 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 na. Ma, ma, ma. And you inhale. Sa, 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 sa. Ta, 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 ta. Na, 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 na. Ma, ma, ma. Inhale. Sa, 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 sa. Ta, 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 ta. Na, 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 na. Ma, ma, ma. Sa, 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 sa. Ta, 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 ta. Na, 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 na. Ma, ma, sa 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 sa, da 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 da, na 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 na, ma ma ma, sa 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 sa, da 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 da, na 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 na, ma ma ma, sa 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 sa, da 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 da, na 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 na, ma ma ma. Continue on your own, please. Please inhale very, very deep. Hold, consolidate your posture. Stay in it, exhale. And inhale. And stretch the arms above the head, keeping holding the breath. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Up, hand up. Up towards the ceiling. Yeah. Very good. Stretch, stretch. Exhale. And inhale a last time. And shake the arms. Shake, shake them. Shake, shake. And exhale. And just close the eyes and stay a moment in this posture. And just scan your body. Scan yourself, scan your breath without any observation, any judgment. Just to perceive what it is. Just to be present to yourself. And you can lay down for the last few minutes relaxation.
Connected to SSKS MacBook Pro.
This is Lumen, the first device for hacking your metabolism. With just one breath, Lumen tells you.
Please slowly come back from your relaxation. Start moving again your body, circling the ankle, circling the wrist, and stretching in the whole length of your body with the hands above the head. And look at stretch to the sides. Breathe a few times on each side. And come back to the center and rub your palms and your feet together. And roll on the spine a few times. And come back sitting. Just bring your palms together. We tune out with Satnam. Inhale. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. So thank you for being here and good night.